This is Kate Wilson reporting from Copenhagen for the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists. We couldn't talk about industry influence without looking at oil and coal, the world's two carbon heavyweights. But one industry wasn't eager to talk to us.
Oil representatives refused to talk about their ambitions during the COP15, but did sit down with ICIJ during negotiations in October. Brian Flannery of Exxon explained how networking at UN talks furthers national lobbying.
I think all of the industry associations recognize their key issue is to work with their governments at home in their capitals. And you form contacts all over the world, people you know who will answer the phone because they respect you and they're, oh yeah, well, what do you want to know? Or, we'll talk to you.
In October, Shell's climate advisor David Hone explained how that networking plays out.
So it can be, it's a combination of sitting down with delegates or with legislators, organising presentations for groups of them or for their staff. I think the most effective place is national legislation.
Unlike the oil representatives, coal-consuming Duke Energy opened up about just how high that company's connections go.
In the meeting yesterday with President Obama, one of the things that he wanted to know from us is the people around the table, which represented U.S. corporations as well as NGOs, of what we thought with respect to will there be jobs created as a consequence of legislation? Can we find a way to smooth out the transition to a low-carbon world?
Rogers is partnering with Chinese companies to develop carbon capture and storage technology and encourages the coal industry to follow suit.
The conventional wisdom here is there will not be any meaningful agreement unless the U.S. is prepared to deal. I think my strategy is to focus on the 15 to 17 moderate Democrat senators and 8 to 10 moderate Republicans.
Rogers said he's optimistic that coalition can push through climate legislation. This is Kate Wilson signing off for ICIJ.